last game. How have you pulled up?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I was played the old man's card, I suppose, and got an extra day of rest and didn't have to train. But no, all good. Go out there today, train with the side, and to get our final preparations done, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
Boys won 4 on the trot. Is there a better time to take on the Lions, the South African Conference leaders?
Yeah, they've been, one of the benchmarks of the teams the last couple of seasons, making back-to-back finals and hosting the final last year. This team is a serious rugby side, and we're definitely aware of their threats. They're our biggest challenge to date this week and this season. So for us, it's a really good challenge. And I suppose, as you said, there is a bit of momentum, but not coming up against the South African side for a while and leading into to the bye week, it's a really good time to get this challenge. And at home in front of our crowd, wearing a sort of a special Anzac jersey, it's a really good occasion.
What makes them such a good side? What are the things that the factors of their success?
Yeah, I think they're the traditional South African side where they can really hammer you or set that platform up front. They really idolise themselves on their set piece, their driving mauls, their scrums have been such a dominant force, but they also are a bit unusual in terms of their ability to play. They love to chance their hand, they love to play from deep. They've got some really creative backline players, especially Elton Janchis, especially when he's confident and ready to go, that they're a really dangerous side. So they're a side that can hit you, I suppose, all over the place, up front, and then if you give them any space out wide, they've got the players to finish.
People look at the New Zealand conference as like the benchmark. If you're beating New Zealand team, you're a contender. But do the Lions fall into that category for you guys? Like, do you, if you can effect a win here, that it sets your season up for something special?
Yeah, it definitely lays a really good platform for us. Especially off the last couple of weeks, being able to, really solidify this momentum against a really quality side like the Lions. As I said, they've finished the top 2 the last 2 years, so they're a serious side and they know how to play a really attacking and style of footy that challenges us. So, as you said, the Kiwi sides have been the benchmark, but these guys have definitely matched them and have probably taken it to them over the last couple of years.
It's consistently been beating New Zealand teams.
Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly right. I think they gave up that game to the Blues this year when they were probably in a really comfortable position. So for them, we know, we're well aware that they've been the benchmark for the last couple of seasons. So for us, it's our biggest challenge, and we're really looking forward to it.
How satisfying is it that attack-wise you've still been able to score plenty of tries? You're out normally your main attacking weapon in Izzy, but you're still scoring tries, still creating danger. Are you finding different ways, or is it just sticking to your structures?
Yeah, I suppose there's a few different things. I think we've uncovered the Tankeli on the wing. He's been really good for us the last couple of weeks, and just damaging and his work rate, his appetite for the ball has been phenomenal. So that's been good. I think as a side we're always challenging ourselves to better our attack. To be the best we can be to try and reach that potential. And I thought the disappointing thing last weekend was we created a lot of opportunities, but we probably gave it too many turnovers, especially in those wide channels. So for us last week, what was really pleasing was our defence. Letting up one try, and that was as an intercept, and probably coming off our poor play, was something that we probably thrived on, and really good to see that we can defend for long passages, and even though the possession wasn't in our favour last week, we're still able to defend and keep them out, and then on the back of that score tries. So that's the pleasing thing, and probably backing our game, our complete game, knowing that we can attack and also defend is something that's satisfying.
How big a test is this match for you guys defensively? They like to stretch the ball, their support play is great. Is this like the ultimate test for you guys defensively?
Yeah, as I said, it's a really good time to get them, to see actually how we're going. It's a really good yard marker to see how good we will hold up against these sides who have been successful in this competition. So, we know the forwards are under no illusions that they've got to really step up in terms of set piece. They've been going really well the last couple of weeks, and the challenge has been thrown to them, and they've matched it. And now I think this week it goes up another level.
Has there been a concerted plan to get Kurt in at first receiver a bit more? Has that been interchangeable?
Yeah, I always like the ability to interchange there, and to have guys, different people sort of step in to that first receiver. It also allows myself to play a bit wider, and hopefully, therefore, we oppose a different sort of a different attacking look, and that teams that probably haven't seen or have to try and consider something different to what they've studied or prepared for. So having Kirtley in the first receiver is something that we've always looked to do. You know, he's played in 10 a lot. He's a natural ball player and someone who, when he's touching the ball, you know, and he's got his hands on it, things happen. So the more we can have him stepping up, interchanging into that first, second ball playing role is really good. And then we've also got Bryce there, who's played fly half for the Waratahs, for the Rebels, you know, in the years. So having the 3 ball players makes my job easier, but it also hopefully challenges defences.
Can we ask you about Israel's situation? We've seen the New Zealand players come out with some fairly strong opinions, a couple of them at least. People are sort of looking for an Australian, you know, the Wallabies senior players' perspective. What do you feel? I mean, you obviously are supportive of Israel as a teammate, but what about your views on inclusivity?
Yeah, I think we've sort of spoken about a lot that in terms of it from a team's perspective. You know, I support Israel. You know, we don't all believe the same. It's his beliefs, it's his religious beliefs. But for me, you know, I've had a lot of chats with Izzy this week. He's, you know, he's a teammate of mine. He's a really good friend, and he's a guy that I've supported from day one when he first arrived here after his AFL stint. So he's been nothing but a good friend to me, caring, he's kind, and so he's a really good teammate to play with.
And you've also, over the years, done lots of work with, you know, gay rugby and inclusivity programs and that sort of thing. So is it a matter of giving that message out to the community that you support them as well?
Yeah, I think, you know, as we said, we don't all have the same beliefs. This has probably been a topic of, you know, getting that diversity out in actual beliefs, and what there is diversity within teams, there's diversity within corporations. So it's probably this diversity in society. And I think as one thing I've known from Israel, he loves and accepts a lot of people. You know, he gets in and he really enjoys understanding, getting to know teammates. So he's been really good in the time I've spent with him in getting to know a lot of people in the community. So for us, it's supporting him, and as we are at the Waratahs, you know, we've supported a lot of different groups, a lot of that diversity.
You mentioned Elton Yanchis earlier there. He's obviously emerged as one of the Premier 5'8" in the tournament. You don't come up against him, I guess, directly too often there, but how important is it to kind of keep a rein on him, or is it a case of just trying to concentrate on winning the forward battle and letting him have his little ball as well?
Yeah, he's a special player. You know, I played against him 2 tests last year for the Springboks 10. So for him, you know, he's a confidence player as well. And so when the forwards set a really good platform of him, he can be really dangerous. So for us, it's nullifying their strengths up front and sort of, you know, hopefully then it doesn't allow him the time and space that he likes to when he's got that ability to play off his left foot, to step to defences, and also his attacking kicking game is supplying as well. So for us, he offers a different threat, and he can also ignite the players around him.